the eruptions of Old Faithful and Mount Etna offer two strikingly different expressions of Earth's internal energy, one measured and predictable, the other volatile and deeply dramatic. A narrative analysis of these eruptions reveals not just geological processes, but contrasting rhythms of nature itself. At Old Faithful, the story unfolds with quiet anticipation. Deep beneath the surface, groundwater seeps into a network of hot rocks, gradually heating under immense pressure. The buildup is patient, almost methodical. Visitors gather, aware that something is coming not suddenly, but inevitably. When the eruption begins, it is less an explosion and more a release. A towering column of steam and water surges skyward, driven by the force of boiling pressure, finally overcoming confinement. The narrative here is one of reliability and rhythm. Old Faithful behaves like a natural clock, its eruptions forming a cycle of tension and release that humans can predict and witness with awe rather than fear. It tells a story about water and pressure interacting in a controlled, repeating pattern. In contrast, Mount Etna's eruptions are charged with unpredictability and intensity. The narrative begins far deeper within the Earth, where molten rock magma accumulates in chambers beneath the volcano. Pressure builds not just from heat, but from gases trapped within the magma, seeking escape. Unlike the steady pacing of Old Faithful, Etna's story is turbulent. The ground trembles, fissures open, and the mountain seems to breathe with growing unrest. When the eruption occurs, it is often explosive. Lava fountains burst into the air. Ash clouds darken the sky, and rivers of molten rock carve new paths down the slopes. This is not a gentle release, but a violent transformation, reshaping the landscape and reminding observers of nature's raw power. The key contrast in these narratives lies in predictability versus chaos. Old Faithful's eruptions are cyclical and observable, allowing humans to anticipate and even schedule their experience. It represents a harmonious interaction of geothermal forces. Mount Etna, however, resists such neat patterns. Its eruptions vary in scale and timing, driven by complex volcanic dynamics that are far less predictable. The human experience shifts, accordingly, from calm observation at a safe distance to urgent awareness of potential danger. Yet, both eruptions share a common theme: the release of built-up energy from within the Earth, whether through the steady pulse of a geyser or the explosive force of a volcano. These events illustrate the same fundamental principle: seeking release. Narratively, they are two versions of the same story told in different tones, one calm and rhythmic, the other intense and dramatic. In the end, Old Faithful and Mount Etna symbolize two faces of nature's power. One reassures us with its consistency, while the other humbles us with its unpredictability. Together, they deepen our understanding of the dynamic Earth, where even the ground beneath our feet is never truly still.